You know, it could have been a fox.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Brews, booze, and horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
Yes, we are here with Brian Hotboy Lagrosta.
Tits! Shane, a tinge of sweetness, Smith.
I'm the King of Norway.
And Mike, the Cannibal Gypsy. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Better check that list twice because I plan on being naughty.
Oh, Matt, the producer, he's got the stick.
He's
We're
got
here
for the elves. Oh, shit.
Woo! Are we here for the elves?
We are. Oh, I'm the King of Norway.
You threw me off. I know you are not the King of Norway.
I am the King of Norway.
He is the king of Secaucus, though.
The King of Secaucus, of Secaucus Junction.
Yeah, he loves that junction.
He's killed people in Secaucus.
a lot of them.
No.
No, but it's a rumor I'll start.
I don't like these rumors you guys start because they're always very negative towards me. Let's start a rumor like Shane's the nicest guy anyone's ever met. Or
this rumor that you're like the King of Norway.
That's a good one because I'm the King of Norway. Yeah?
And we're talking Norway because we are reviewing the horror comedy There's Something in the Barn.
Yes, if there's one thing we know about Norway, it has rare exports. But we also now know they have barn elves.
And apparently they just capitalize on Christmas movies. Yes. Norway. I didn't know Norway. Is that close to the North Pole?
Shane, geographically speaking.
It's right next to Sweden and Finland and Denmark.
Yeah, let's get the Google Maps up, Matt. Let's do that.
Matt, fact check Google.
North Pole to Norway.
Yeah, give us a distance, Matt, and I need it in kilometers.
And I need it now.
Flay Queen.
Oh, God.
Brought it back.
We're all full of the hot honey.
So question to Mike.
Huh?
Have you watched this movie?
I saw this one in theaters, actually.
Oh!
Believe it or not.
Shane.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, ready.
Norway from the North Pole is 3,113.46 kilometers away.
So I think that's still technically less than if you were to travel from where we are to the west, all the way to the west coast.
I believe you are
If you were to go from Jersey to LA, how far is that?
And we'll need that in kilometers.
I take my medication.
You need a drink?
I'm all right. I'll be good.
What am I looking up next?
The distance in miles and then kilometers.
Tell me how
Jersey
long
to
it would
Jersey
take for me
to
to
LA.
walk from here to Norway. Dude, don't you see I have a fucking lolly already?
Yeah, but I want the lolly in your mouth, but then you also put this in your mouth and you unwrap it with your tongue while sucking on the lolly. The new porn I'm writing.
It is 2,761.9
No, it was in the
miles
bag.
away.
Never mind.
Get this from the floor.
No, I would never do that to you. I literally just pulled it from the back.
Never mind. What I would say is we are the final podcast, the show that will review a movie from the first to the last scene. We'll go frame by frame, JK, scene by scene, but we'll wrap it up, rating from 1 to 10. 1 Steven Seagal being a piece of shit, 10 Steven Seagals being a masterpiece, and then give you the best kill of the movie and throw that kill into our Necronomicon. It is the Christmas season, and as such, we're reviewing a movie that came out in 2023, a movie that takes place in Norway. No idea if it was shot in Norway. That'll be an ask of our producer, who has a fairly large penis, people say. So we will
Got
review
that
that
stick.
shortly.
Got that thick stick.
So if I'm getting this correctly, this is a family that is from Cali.
Yes.
And they decide to upend their lives and go to Norway.
Yes, that's because Martin Starr's uncle, he died in a fire accident, and he has now inherited a house in Norway, and he wants to turn the barn into an air barn and be.
Ooh.
That was so clever. I want to feed you my already sucked on lollipop.
But also at the same time, a brilliant idea.
Yes, I like it.
Like it makes so much. If you get a barn, if it's big enough, hell yeah.
Yeah, because like
Airbnb.
you could have people stay at the barn. You could serve them hot chocolate.
Hot honey pizza.
It won't be goopy.
No, it'd be great.
Oh, me and Brian know about the goop.
Oh yeah, we've
The
lived.
Pittsburgh
You're
goop.
big goop guys.
We lived in the goop.
Like when I see you guys, I think Gwyneth Paltrow products.
I love this guy's Norway hat.
Shane, if you inherited a house in Norway, would you move there permanently?
No, I sell it and then buy a house in the country I currently live in.
Wow, is that because you're the king of Norway, or
I
some
am
bullshit title?
The
you made
king
yourself?
never goes back to his land. He lets his underlings like rule in his steed.
Let's talk moose real quick.
I'd never go up to a moose. They're very aggressive.
Is that real?
Yeah, moose are very aggressive.
Is it
Like
only
if you see more than one meese, like you have to stay away from them.
Total meese count. I've never seen a moose in the wild before. I know when we go to Maine, it's kind of always look for the moose.
Yeah, watch
a
out
nice
for
little
moose.
Moose crossing, but no, never saw a moose.
Isn't that an ice cream flavor? Moose Tracks?
Moose tracks.
Who makes that? Bluebell?
Oh, I think you're mixing that up with Denali.
Denali moose tracks?
Yo, I think Bluebell has the best ice cream.
Just like regular ice cream, or
Have
If
you,
you want a
not had
class-
Turkey Hill?
If you want a classic bowl of vanilla, go Blue Bunny.
No, you go Turkey Hill. Turkey Hill vanilla bean.
He fucking said turkey. It's Bluebell.
No, you mean Blue Bunny?
I'm a fan.
Is that what the
it is?
fuck?
Blue Bunny. Yeah,
It's Blue. I've
Yeah.
been saying Bluebell.
And I've been agreeing with you,
Yeah,
but it is Blue Bunny. I really like gelato, and I like a good little container of Talenti
That
gelato.
shit is heat. Have you had it? Either of you two?
No, I'm eating Turkey Hill, bro.
I have not.
Matt's like Briars for the win, baby.
Briars might be the worst ice
I
cream.
love
No, 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 no,
There it is.
no,
See,
no,
Briars
no.
for
I
the
always
win.
get Briars, yeah.
Matt, you're fucking dumb and stupid. It's not as bad as Haagen-Dazs, though.
No,
Whoa.
Haagen-Dazs is lit. What?
Who makes that Jimmy Fallon flavor? Is that
Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's pretty good.
Ben Jerry's is okay, but Haagen-Dazs is like Haagen-Dazs individual size cookie dough. That
Is
shit
it-
hits.
There's better cookie dough.
Like Turkey Hill.
Yo, so we're gonna hate on Turkey Hill? Is that what this
not
podcast is
that
about?
good.
Do you know there's like Turkey Hill gas stations? There's like Turkey Hill stores. Are
Wait,
they-
I actually didn't
In
know that.
Pennsylvania.
Isn't
I
it
don't-
just like a
oh,
farm?
I thought they
Are
just had sheets.
They related? That's the question, and someone's gonna have to look that up. And as you look it
I
up,
wonder
Shane's
who's
gonna
gonna
go
do that.
right into the spooky pit.
Are you forcing me?
No,
Oh, okay.
He would never force
Because I
you to
love
do
being
anything.
forced to do things.
gay.
Okay, let's jump into the spooky pit.
So gay.
Fuck you.
There's Something in the Barn, released 2023, directed by Magnus Martens, and it stars Martin Starr, Amrita Akaria, Kieran Shaw, Towns Bunner, and Zoe Winther Hansen.
3 small observations. One, Martin Starr.
Awesome. Great. Freaks and Geeks.
I was just about to say that. Classic.
Sorry.
1-season show that should have went on for like at least 5 seasons.
For like ever. It had a lengthy run because it was 18 like 1 hour episodes, but great fucking show.
Fucking amazing. Shane,
I
have
feel
you
like-
seen it?
Seen what?
Freaks and Geeks.
No.
Great show.
Well,
Martin Starr's
it just basically made all those people famous. So like for
Jason
James
Segel.
Franco, Jason
Uh,
Segel, Seth Rogen,
Steven Seagal,
No, he's
Steven
not
Seagal.
involved.
Zoe Deschanel.
Martin Starr, that
look-
dude that was in Bones.
Oh, David Boreanaz.
No, the other dude with the curly hair.
Oh, Justin Long.
No, but the other guy that was in Waiting.
Yes.
He's the new guy in Waiting.
Yes.
He's in Freaks and Geeks.
Linda Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini, that's right.
Oh, the girl from that's the girl from Scooby Doo.
And Grandma's Boy, yeah, correct.
Jared
correct.
Leto's in the show.
Oh, pre or post cult?
I think it's pre-cult.
Free call, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto was like, so was he an actor then a musician, or was he a musician then an actor?
I feel like he's always had to be a musician because I feel like he's probably playing. Are you saying like famous or just in general?
like was he like 30 Seconds to Mars was after his acting?
Yeah,
career,
of
right?
course, of course. They released their first album in when, like 2000 something, 2002.
Yeah.
I wonder why he
2000s.
went from just being in awesome movies to being in an awesome band to then being in a cult. Like,
I think-
where how does that trajectory come about?
The cult probably has good yoga,
Okay,
and you
probably,
like yoga.
an abundance.
I
Of
do.
pussy, which is
There's nothing that Jared Leto likes more.
it's his favorite thing.
It literally
Can we
is.
prove that?
I just feel like historically he's loved pussy so much.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
Yo, as we've as Brian kicks the ottoman 10 yards away, as we go further and further, his Joker is become, I feel, little less sucky.
What?
I mean, I didn't hate his Joker. Am I the only person that didn't hate his Joker?
I hate it.
Okay.
A lot of people did. It's gotten slightly better if you rewatch it.
I just feel like he never really had the opportunity to flex.
He didn't.
He had guardrails, like the
lot of
writing was
guardrails.
trash. The movie was trash.
That movie sucks so much.
It also
fucking
wasn't a
ass.
movie that was like really dedicated to him.
I'm telling you this. If he had his own Joker movie, people would have warmed up to it a lot more.
I don't believe you.
Like, just picture this. Him and fucking Margot Robbie, just the two of them in a movie. That shit is hot.
Yeah, I mean, like you can't compare like the Suicide Squad script to the Joker script. It's one's like a dark drama.
True.
I think he legitimately is in that movie for 5 minutes.
If even. Well, all of his scenes were cut, right?
Yeah.
Why would they even do that?
I don't know.
Well, with that said, we should jump into the spooky pit.
We already did that.
He
Shane.
did that a couple minutes ago.
Ah,
This is a great show. You should listen to it.
We're already off to a good start. We're in Norway.
I mean,
which
blacked out. It's all the honey.
Theoretically,
We're
the distance
hot on the honey
is
right now.
longer from Norway to the North Pole than it is from Jersey to the West Coast.
Is it really always
West Coast.
cold in Norway?
Yeah.
Jersey just got cold.
Like what are we talking Celsius wise?
Oh, Matt, look up Norway's temperature in Celsius on average.
Celsius only.
Yeah, no, give me that Fahrenheit bullshit. Even though Fahrenheit is a much better way
I
to.
actually would flip it and only use Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Celsius is getting confusing.
Like, Celsius is so stupid. Whoever follows actual Celsius is stupid.
Have you ever had the drink?
Yeah, I like the drink though.
It's pretty
It's
good.
right now it's currently -5 degrees Celsius.
So, what the
I-
fuck does that mean in
Fahrenheit.
real terms?
I need that's why we need Fahrenheit, and this was a dumb
20
exercise.
23 degrees Fahrenheit.
20.
23. See, that makes sense to me.
You
because
just got done saying that you wanted it inside.
I did because I wanted to prove how stupid Norway was.
Shane, you can't. You're the king of the place.
Yeah, I can call them. They're my subjects. I own Norway, dude. Like, I can tell them. They're
So you know about Meese law.
I know a lot about Meese law.
What do you know about the Mies?
So if I see one Meese, I should run.
Yes, because Meese are very aggressive animals.
And if you've seen one Mies, that's probably like 4 or 5 Mies.
Yes, we're talking multiple Meese.
Are they like? Is it the hot? Did you taste the honey coming up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Second point I want to make: the wife in this movie, the stepmom. I want it.
What do you want from
What
her?
do you want from her?
Like you want to taste her?
Yeah, like all of her.
Like her earlobe?
I'd taste that for sure.
I mean, yeah.
Like I like that she's
That's-
bossy.
You like how he's passive and she's bossy.
Yeah, he's like a little bitch boy. And she's dominant,
Yeah.
and I want her to dominate me.
I got you. He is a little bitch boy, but he's funny.
But I think I love that about his character though.
Yeah.
Like how passive and like submissive he is and agreeable. He's just so agreeable.
I just love how he also always tries to look on the bright side. He's like, we have to eat the lutefish.
He prepared that lutefish. Speaking of lutefish, they're gonna drive to Norway now. Well, actually, we could talk about the opening death before they go to Norway.
Yes. So the uncle, he's trying to burn down the barn because there's a barn elf.
And there's some weird shit going on because like there's like bear traps that are in strollers that get tossed right by him. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of like, what's going on here? Is it a barn elf? And then like everything happens. He's gonna get pushed to the top of the barn, funneled to the top, and then he's basically gonna get a tire swing of fire hit on him. He's gonna get knocked out of the barn window. He's gonna catch on fire and he's gonna fucking die.
Yes. So then they're going to come to Norway. They're going to they're going to take some pictures with some meese. The cop is going to show up. The cop is going to be like, you don't go near the meese. They could be dangerous. Then they're going to go into the town, or they go to the barn first. They go to the house
Look at
first.
the house, Shane.
They're going to look at that.
Check out the house.
Beautiful house. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I own it.
As the king of Norway,
As
you
the
don't
king
own
of
it.
Norway.
Yes. Like, I actually technically do own this because as the king, your property is mine. But, like, so I would commandeer their home and say, I live here now. And they would have to give me the nicest bed.
Would you take the wife?
No, that's not kingly of me. That's how you get your subjects mad at you, when you just start taking their women folk.
Got it. Okay. But you would,
That's my king talk.
you would be the king though.
Like
Yeah.
talk like a king, but like as a Norwegian.
I don't know. How do Norwegian? They're just like. I don't think I got it. I actually don't got that one.
He doesn't have it.
I don't got that one.
It's okay. You can't win them all.
That's fair, yeah. So they're gonna go check out the barn. I mean, like, it's a pretty cool barn.
It just needs some work.
It needs some shine. And that's what it just needs a little touch up. And she's like, "This is a shithole," because it's very crowded. There's a lot of shit going on in the barn. That's the thing about the barn. She's not thrilled by it.
She's not, and like,
but they can get it patched up.
Yeah,
she says we'll patch it up in no time. But I feel like that would take several weeks at least.
Yeah, no, that is not a
to turn it into a B&B.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna take a while, actually.
There's cobwebs just everywhere.
See, there's
no beds.
This little fucker's curious.
I'm sure that place needs heat too.
Yeah, because it's probably cold in the barn.
No, do you think the Norwegian folk, they probably don't notice cold because they were born
They're
in it,
used to it.
molded
They're
by
conditioned.
it.
Yeah.
They're shaped by the freezing cold
You
temperatures.
simply adopted the cold.
I feel like they're just surrounded by nothing but cold gas. And like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to live.
In the same way that you adopt a child, you take on the burdens of the freezing cold temperatures.
Yeah. By the time I felt the cold, I was already a man. And by then it was nothing to me but blinding.
Hey, well, where'd you grow up, Maine?
Do you not know what that's from?
No, I do. I was
Okay, good.
It was
Thank
a bit.
you.
I was doing a bit where I was like pretending not to know, but you've
I
just been
would, too.
quoting Bane from The Dark Knight Rises for
Yeah.
like the last 10 minutes.
I wish I was from Maine.
Maine?
Of course.
That was Norway?
No, that was my Bane impression.
Oh.
Oh.
Remember that scene?
Yo, that was like if Bane was from Norway.
No. There's this scene, right, where Batman says something to him, and he's like, "Of course."
Oh my God. That's
right.
If Bane was from Norway and adopted the cold.
You don't remember the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah. That movie gets, again, a lot of hate.
It's a really good movie.
It's not really good. It's good.
Of course. If Norway was made of cheese, would you eat it? That was my Harry Carey if he was born in Norway.
Okay.
Imagine if Tom Hardy was Norwegian.
He actually might be. Matt, look up Tom Hardy nationality.
Definitely British.
Oh, is he? Fuck.
Check it out, though.
So he just sounds like he's chewing on his tongue 24/7.
That's correct. And just by nature growing
Like
up.
if you've ever listened to like a Scottish person talk, it's just a lot of because they're just chewing on their tongue
Yes,
24/7.
they don't chew on their tongue. They chew on their fucking teeth.
Yeah.
They just grind that shit down.
Confirmed British.
Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah.
This is a movie about barns and barn elves, and now they're gonna go into the city part, the town.
A cute little town.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
It's a little too small to be a city.
Yeah, I would say like
it's a Norwegian city.
It's a little town.
What's Norwegian's like population? Like
Little
12,000?
Matt, look up the population of Norway. Also, look up their biggest city.
It's Oslo, dude.
Oh, it is the Oslo Pact.
You should know that. You're the king of the place.
Yeah, it's Oslo Agreement. You fucking wrote it so you could save the Israeli-Palestinian people from fighting, although it didn't really work for very long, apparently.
I fucking love that whole Israeli-Palestine like subplot in this movie.
I also love the fact that he was completely tied up and negotiated himself out of the tie-up.
Incredible.
Matt, go.
According as of 2023, 5.5 million.
That's way more than the 12,000.
Okay, and confirm what the biggest city is in Norway. It could be Oslo. I think I had a stroke.
Oslo's got to
I may have
have.
had a stroke.
It's got to be the most urban environment in Norway because
Yeah,
Norway is really scenic too.
Yes.
And it's probably big. Like for a European city, I'm assuming it's bigger.
So I just want to
That's
know.
definitely not.
Like, do you think they have supermarkets? Like, where do they shop?
The
they have-
convenience store.
They have these little fishing villages, and they probably have a convenience store. And Shane's probably the king, and they have Niseland. And I'm assuming Matt's working right now, but I definitely want to get the translation on the Nisel. I'm assuming that's an elf,
Yes.
right?
I think
that's a
as
safe.
the king, it's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
As the
Oslo has a population of 1,082,5 75.
That's almost 2/5 of the pop.
Yeah, that's pretty much everyone.
yeah.
Norwegian folk, are they like nice? Or they? 'Cause,
It's
like,
the happiest place on earth. Problem
is.
is, apparently it's so friendly. None of these people are warm to them at all.
so it's only once they get fucking hammered
What's the name
drunk.
of the
Yeah.
fish
Yes.
that you want me to look up?
The lutefish?
Lutefish.
Was that what I was looking at?
Yeah.
The lunar fish.
The lutefish.
Yeah.
The lunar eclipse.
Lutefisk.
So they're gonna go to like this little quaint coffee shop, and they're gonna meet a fat man, and they're like, "You're gonna be perfect to play Santa."
You talking about Raymond?
Yes.
Raymond's gonna be the Santa. The dad's gonna negotiate a deal for him to come on Christmas Eve as Santa.
Yes. Drop off some gifts, and the little boy is gonna go to a little museum. I can't believe they call this a museum because it's just lawn gnomes outside.
Shane, they use different terminology for different things in different countries, and it is weird. I agree, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
The
right?
American way is
It's
100%
It's
better.
the right way.
It's the right way.
Because we use Fahrenheit, which makes more sense.
Yeah, it's longer word and it sounds more scientific. We should use it.
It was also named after the fantastic movie Fahrenheit 451.
You
Absolutely.
just had to
And one of my favorite scientists, Cedric Fahrenheit.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody loves Doug Celsius, but we love Cedric Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Doug was a.
Or like, what about
Doug was a total gay. Okay.
what about that fucking other guy, Melvin Kelvin, the other?
Melvin Kelvin was honestly
Yeah,
a
him
piece
and
of
Doug
shit.
Celsius were gay together.
Yeah.
Total homos.
Well, because isn't like the fucking Kelvin was out here? He's like, if it's nice outside, it's 1,000 degrees or some stupid shit
it's
like
an
that.
absurd. It's probably the most radical conversion.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that I have no theoretical merit behind what I'm saying, but if I can remember faintly, it was a radical conversion.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit.
So to clarify, lutefisk is a live fish.
Live?
Lie, Lye.
Oh,
That
A
means-
lie fish.
So it's a mixture of a sea fish with white flesh and lye, which is a substance used for preserving some foods and making cleaning products such as soap.
There is no way that is going to taste good.
no,
Like,
wait.
I can.
When he said lie, I was thinking, I was like, wasn't that where, like, isn't that part of the ingredients to, like, melt people in barrels in Breaking Bad?
It's dried
Why?
cod in a jellied sauce that is a delicacy in Norway.
I mean, I like cod.
Cod's good, but, like, every other word he said, like jelly and lubrication, I was just
Well,
out
like,
on.
who the fuck is gonna like? No one should be eating cod and like formaldehyde and like things that you'd preservatives.
Yeah, they're like, we put the fish inside of the dead body, took it out, and it's dinner.
Like they're like, here's the embalming fluid fish.
Is that one of the fish you find at like the deep of the ocean
Cod?
that have like 12 eyes and like eat rocks?
No, that's an anglerfish.
Oh.
That's this guy.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
The ones that live in like
Headlamp. The headlamp.
fucking
That was the headlamp.
hammerhead sharks.
I fucking hate your face.
Those are like the ones that people eat in like Michigan.
Yeah.
They get them from the Great Lakes.
From Flint. Why do you think the water's so rusty? It's from all the anglerfish.
Oh my god.
Come on, look at her in this cute outfit and tell me you
That's
don't.
a snow cottage.
The scene before.
You like the mom
She
in
was
her
wearing
hat.
that cute ass hat.
The Russian hat. Like
Yeah.
she's about to do that fucking Russian hat dance or whatever it's called they
Matt,
do.
let's get a check on the mom and where she's from because we know that she's not American. I wonder if she's Norwegian.
She might be. Is Martin Starr the only... The daughter sounded
Yeah,
super Norwegian.
She had an accent as well, the daughter. So you could check up on her
So
as
you
well.
think they just hired locals
That's
and
the
then Martin Starr?
Yeah.
Is that the daughter? Where's she from? Because she definitely had an accent. The kid was English though, right? He's like regular American.
He seemed American. The daughter, I'm pretty sure, is from like fucking Switzerland.
Apparently the mother is from is in Game of Thrones.
What? Who?
Hold on, let me look up the.
Are you lying to me, Matt? Because I'll kill you. I'm the king. I'll fucking kill.
All right. Well, they go to the village, and yeah, it's great and all, and we're all having a good time. But the kid, young boy, is going to go into the barn. He's going to spot something into the barn. He's going to hear grunting.
Yes. Yes. So this is starting to get like turned into a tricky situation because he doesn't know like what's going on
Do you
here.
like the eyes though? The two peering yellow
Yeah.
eyes that you see from the elf. and he sees the elf.
Would
come
you
out with the red
trust
hat.
this elf?
No.
Fuck no.
He's very shifty and creepy. No way. Hell no. I wouldn't even be here anymore. This is a kid. When I was this age, I was fucking terrified of the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not be going in this barn at night by myself.
Hell
Did you guys
no.
rock nightlights? Or was that
Yes.
just
Yeah,
me?
of course I did.
Yeah, I had a really bright one too.
Yeah, I had a Nickelodeon one. It was awesome.
Dude, like, absolutely not. He doesn't
look at this guy.
He doesn't talk. He just grunts. He's like, yeah, yeah.
I can't trust a grunting man in a beard.
For sure.
Now.
Especially one that's
I
half your
wouldn't trust him when I was a kid.
half your size. Like he's like, I get it. He's wearing like overalls, but you can't trust him. He does eat the cookie. I guess that's a symbol of like the Oslo agreements, that they do here. They're very big on their treaties and their pacts that
does
don't
eat it
last
off
very
the floor,
long.
though.
Yeah, but it's a barn.
A barn floor.
They're clean.
He's fucking devouring that.
Do you like
Because what does he eat?
What do you like his fingerless gloves though? You like those?
I'm into those. Yeah, I'd rock those.
He should be like in like Oasis or something with those.
He's like, my name's Lucas. I live with 3 other people in that house there. And here's my social security number, Elf.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You also want my tax ID number? Here you go.
I just don't. Yeah, I would have burned the barn down when I left.
Well, you think that elf's been there?
Elf looks pretty old. Couple hundred.
Yeah, who knows? We don't get elf years in
But
here.
if we're going off of the Celsius scale, it's been there for like 3 years.
I did find out that lady she was born in Nepal and she grew
Nepal.
up in Ukraine, England, and Norway.
Okay.
That's the daughter?
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the mom.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the mother.
Okay. So the mother is Napoleon.
Or she was born there, at least.
Yeah. Basically, the daughter is going to be going through it this whole movie.
She's a teenager, and she's going to do what teenagers do best, and that's complain.
I mean, I get it, though, because, like, if I was, like, 14 and my parents moved me to Norway and I was no longer with my friends and my only friend now was a barn elf.
Oh,
I'd
grow
be kinda
up.
pissed.
She moves across the continent to a foreign, cold land to adopt it and stay there with no friends, leaving everybody behind. This is life. Get over it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I should have got over it.
The daughter is from Norway.
Makes perfect sense.
She's a Norwegian actress, it says.
They literally found her in the barn with that red hat. She's just like one of the barn elves.
Yeah.
She is barn elf. All right.
She was the reason why there's so many other barn elves. They just age infinitely quicker than her because she's the queen of Norway.
Well, you know what she's really good at? Paper airplanes.
I was going to say crying, but yeah, that one's also true.
What do you think of the paper airplane subplot that really plays into the climax of this movie?
I do like how they
It
had
really
to throw
does,
that
though.
in there for a nice little plot device.
Yeah, I like it.
It works.
Yeah. So basically, the whole movie is them trying to fix up this barn while the son is trying to feed this barn elf. But there's rules. There are rules,
Kind of like
and you have to follow
it's
the
like
rules.
Gremlins, dude. It's like Norwegian Gremlins.
It is. I didn't put 1 and 2 together until now, but it is Norwegian Gremlins. No light. Can't feed them after midnight. No loud noises.
Noises, yeah. They don't like.
Don't
these
get
things.
them wet.
What are the actual rules, though?
No light. Don't feed them after midnight.
Don't get them wet.
Don't get them wet. No loud noises.
I don't know about the wet one, but I think the other ones are true.
Yes.
Is wet one a rule? I don't think
No,
so.
the wet one is a gremlin rule, but the other 3 are definitely, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, rules.
Wasn't one of them like no changes?
No change. They hate change. So don't move them from spot to spot. They'll
Yeah,
kill you.
And I think they're like, don't do an Airbnb in the barn. Don't change the barn.
How's the kid figure out these rules? He didn't talk to the.
Oh, no. The guy told him at the museum.
Oh, right.
Mr. Oslo.
Mr. Oslo.
Yes. So
Oslo agreement?
he's so funny. Him and Martin Starr are by far the 2 funniest things of this movie.
Yeah,
also, the female cop.
The female cop.
Female cop is actually
she
great.
is hilarious, dude. I'm gonna give her kudos. Her scenes with Martin Starr, their banter is fucking great.
See, now the thing about these gnomes, if you don't break the rules, they'll fucking do household chores for you.
Yeah, that's a weird kind of subplot is that like if you treat your barn elf right, he chops your wood and cooks
Shovels your snow.
but like they don't go into the lore of like why that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's
they
almost
don't.
like he's Dobby the house elf. Like
It's left really open ended, to be honest, about like, okay, why is there one elf in the barn and we know there's so many other elves? Why is this his domain? Are all these elves occupying barns? Are they just living in the subterranean layers underneath the ground?
see, I'm glad you brought that up because like I thought it was just one barn elf to a barn, but they do this like
Yeah, they
call
do.
and then more show up.
And they're speaking in barn elfish, so you'd think
Yeah.
that they're all part of their own barns. But how many barns can there be in Norway?
Not a lot.
So it's I'm stupid. For some reason, every time I saw it, I thought it said barnelfish, but barn elfish makes a lot more sense because it's the barn elfish.
They just combined the word. That's what all they
yeah,
did. on their end.
I don't know why I was reading it as barnelfish.
That's okay. It's,
Eesh.
you know, I like his beard and his mustache though. He is kind of cute.
Yeah, Mike, you think you're gonna rock that for Christmas this year?
Beard mustache?
Yeah, like that though.
And you know his fucking name is Torbjorn.
Well, wait, what was his name?
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Tarbjarn.
I like this little
Like the Wolves of Wall Street.
Well, they have this like, are we good? This is like a we're good.
right.
Like, and then they start to lose this when they start breaking the rules. Not Lucas's fault. Young boy's trying to make the rules. He's trying to set them and keep them like me in a board game. But everybody else doesn't care about the rules. We want to break the rules. That's what we want to do.
Brian has been a stickler for the rules for as long as I can remember.
I'm just a general stickler. I'm just a stick in the mud.
See that?
I wouldn't call you a stick in the mud.
That's an iron fist right there.
Brian always ruled
Always
with
had
an
one.
iron fist.
Always had one. Come on, dude. How fucking cute is not her, the mom?
The mom, she's cute.
It's because you like her hat.
I just like her aura. You know what I'm saying?
You like her vibe?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you playing Pokemon still?
No. Matt got me curious.
About where she's in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
She plays.
She's the fucking Dothraki slave girl that goes with Daenerys for like 3 seasons.
Bro, that is literally fucking nuts. The girl with the short hair.
Yes.
Oh,
Tell me she's
my-
not like a fucking 9 right here.
I remember
so hot.
that. I can't believe that's her.
Yeah. That was, I guess, because she's 13 years older from that season to now, but no, not 13. Oh, yeah, it is 13
I
years.
literally cannot believe that's that old.
Yeah, that season came out in 2011.
I thought that was the first season, 2011.
But this was she was in seasons 1 and 2. And 3 it would be.
Then
So
yeah.
it'd be 2011 to 2013.
That's literally nuts, dude.
Yeah. Because she meets her when she meets Khal Drogo.
And the Dothraki. Okay. Yeah.
And then she's with her in season 2 when they go to like Karth.
Oh, got it.
And then she gets killed in season 3.
That's right. Okay. Yep.
Who kills her? Because I hate them.
I think Fat Wade. Right when they all get betrayed. And the one that is season 2. So she's only in the first 2 seasons.
If I wait, I think dies, right?
He does. So remember the other slave girl? She had 2 slave girls.
Yes.
The one sides with Fat Wade, and then they kill all of her Dothraki and Karth.
Yep.
She gets killed
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Karth is season 2.
Yep.
For
So
sure.
she's only in the first 2 seasons. So yeah, that was 13 years ago. And now, like that, I'm looking at her. Yeah.
You realize she's
Wow.
smoking hot?
No, I never said she wasn't hot.
Oh.
I burped, but that hot honey, it like really hits in the. I think it's the pepperoni.
It's like staying there for you?
Yeah, a
is
little
what
bit,
you're
a little
saying?
bit, a little bit gas. Got a little bit of the gas
You
bubble.
want some of my White Claw?
No, I'm gonna have this Werther's though.
Matt, you want a Werther's?
She loves to snack.
I love a good Werther's.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys know this lolly, this sucker I've been sucking
Is
on?
that lolly?
This lolly, it's Starburst flavor.
Oh, wow.
That's
Do you
really-
want to? Do you want to taste it?
That looks no.
I mean, it's been chewed to hell now, but it still's got the taste.
Leave me alone. You're scaring me. Scaring the little girl.
So what's going to happen now is Martin Starr's character is going to create this beautiful Christmas scene in the front lawn. But the problem is he's going to plug it in, and there's a ton of bright lights. When the son puts up the sign for his family to follow the barn elf rules, even though they don't believe in the Nissen, they don't believe in the barn elves, and it's going to cause an issue. Matt, look up Nissen for the translation. Nissen, I
we
think.
really put him to work this episode. I think
Yeah.
it's like the 17th thing he's looked up.
Good.
Neeson?
Niess.
Not the car, Nissan. Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan's a car dealership.
Then also look up if Nissan is Norwegian.
Yeah. Even though we
I
know
can
it's
confirm
Japanese.
that is not.
Okay.
Nissan means sneeze. That's German. Hold on.
Yeah, we want to throw that not into the German, but we want to throw that into the Norwegian.
The
Mike, how do you like this? Like
Not what I thought.
pose I'm doing.
Not what I thought. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. How are you spelling it?
It's a king's pose. Pose for a king.
N-I-E-S-S-E-N.
Yeah, I don't remember how to spell it.
All right.
I feel like only two people would sit like this: a king or Polly Vanderhoof.
Yeah, Polly's probably trying to seduce a young man at this point, but
Would Polly have been able to seduce you?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
I mean, I'm easy, so
you look easy to seduce. So since they don't follow the rules,
Vandalism.
they get vandalismed. And then the cop comes in and she's like, it was probably kids. And she's like, I'll look into it.
He's like, yeah. Okay.
And
That's an answer for him. He likes an answer. Boys will be boys. We know that.
yeah.
boys, gays will be gays.
Gays will be gays, boys will be boys, and straights will be straight.
And a straight flush is a straight flush.
That's true. I do like the cop's sarcasm
I love
Yeah.
her.
because I like the wife is like pushing for her to like bring the boys out, and she's like, "Yep, I'll load up the forensics, and we'll throw some of that. What's that tracker called when they look for prints and stuff and blood samples?
Forensics?
No, the actual spray for blood.
Oh,
Wow.
blood spray.
Starts with an L.
Ludafish?
They do it in Dexter. Not Luminosity, not Lantern, the Pokemon. Luminol, is that what it is?
Yes,
It's Luminol.
because when season 5 Lumen comes in, Dexter makes a quirky little joke about it. He's like, "This is luminol, no relation," and then they fuck eventually.
Julia Stiles.
They do fuck.
Yeah, Julia Stiles.
Johnny
yeah.
Lee Miller.
He needed her to stick around.
Jordan Chase.
What?
I could see you doing a Jordan Chase type of seminar.
Me?
Yeah, because you're such a kingly guy.
I'm just out here like this, spread eagle.
Oh, look at that spread. Holy.
That shit.
That's a good spread. Great spread.
Shane, would you say there are rules here?
There are rules. Yes, of course there are. And they don't follow them. And they eventually have a big dinner party, right? In the barn to like show off.
They're
like,
inviting everybody in town to be neighborly because their neighbors are not the most friendly. And
But they learn, just get some alcohol in them.
yeah. And they're gonna party, they're gonna yuck it up. And the son's gonna break this all up because they're angering the barn elf.
And he's like watching from like a crack in the floorboard.
Yeah.
well, there's a reason why they wanted to break it up, isn't it? Doesn't like the sister get hurt or something?
Well, the sister pukes on the barn elf's face.
She gets drunk. She drinks fucking straight moonshine.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
96% or something like that.
Yeah. I've had moonshine before.
How was that?
Shit's pretty good. But if you put a lighter near your mouth, you could spit fire. And I don't even mean with the liquid still in your mouth. Like your breath will just now be a flamethrower.
Crazy.
You don't need the lighter to light it,
No.
you're saying.
Where we're going, we don't need any lighters. So the elf is going to investigate the party afterwards. And he's not happy because they've changed his barn. That's one of the rules.
They lit it up. They changed it. It's wet. It's everything. A lot of noise.
Yeah, because she got him wet after midnight. She puked on his face.
She literally puked under the boards, like through the boards, and they dropped down onto his face.
Yeah, it's like watching a German porn.
Oh my God, German, Japanese.
Yeah, all of it.
Chinese?
Puking on each other's faces. I've seen a Serbian film. Wait, is that Norway? No, that's Serbian. Fucking retarded.
Sure.
I have my own moment there.
Norway is all troll stuff. When you hear the trolls, you hear Norway.
Yes.
So just trolls, Norway. World War II, Germany. That's the difference.
I like how I just instantly accepted that, even though it's, yeah.
I love the ongoing joke in this movie how Norwegians don't need guns.
Because Americans shoot each other in the
They don't
face.
shoot each other in the face like Americans do.
This is in the Wild Wild West. This is we don't shoot each other in the face. There's my Norwegian. How was that? Was that good?
Do it again real
We
quick.
don't shoot each other in the face. We are not the Wild West.
I guess it's okay. Probably better than what I could do.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
remind me of Borat.
Very nice.
Oh God.
How was that?
Let's move on.
yeah.
Let's move past it.
Not. They do call me the king of both Staten Island and Norway, but also of nationalities, like doing their voices.
Oh, the
I'm the
king
king of all three.
How about the king of the barn elf kicking you down the stairs?
I'm the king. The barn elves are sick, dude.
You just kicked Martin Starr down the stairs, dude.
Did you just? So you were trying to come up with the word impressions.
Accents was actually the word I was looking for, but I said nationalities.
You're the king of nationalities. Martin Starr is a tough guy. He gets pushed down the stairs here,
Eats it.
and he fucking eats that shit. He's totally fine.
Because he's so nice, he would never say otherwise.
He's also got a killer beard on him.
He's always had that beard.
Except in Freaks and Geeks when he was clean shaven.
Oh my! You're still working on that.
What is that?
That's a fucking hot honey.
Oh, he's still eating some hot hun. Like, you never touch your White Claw.
yeah. I'm waiting for you to open it for me.
Is that actually why it's been sitting there?
100%.
You never asked.
You should know already by now. We've been doing this a long time.
You?
You know what's really weird about this movie, though?
Yeah.
Like, this barn elf is fully willing to murder this family.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right there, he was going to just hit the wife in the back of the head until the lights were turned on, and it dissipated.
Right, because the police comes because it's been vandalized again. We have a vandal. She says she'll look into it and leaves. Yeah. And I think that's when,
Well, it could have been a fox, dude.
yeah. I think that's when Fat Boy Slim shows up to, like, be Santa and deliver the gifts, right?
That'd be Raymond, and that's when the movie really kicks up in the high gear.
Yeah.
Because our barn elf is going to fucking...
Murder him with a snow icicle.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets like the icicle through the head. We talked about the lutefish, so that's why I figured.
That also make that like if anything is gonna piss that I think sends the elf into the spiral.
I guess we should mention that then, because the son has this great idea that if he feeds the elf porridge, it will forgive them for all of their sins. But Martin Starr eats the porridge, so now he has to give him the lutefish. And it makes him throw up. I kind of want to eat it now. Would you eat it?
I'll try it.
No.
You're a vegetarian.
I am.
But I would have to ask you to give that up to try one lutefish bite with us.
No.
For science.
I'll eat the porridge.
No, porridge is good, though. The point is you're supposed to be miserable.
Is it? Porridge is like what?
It's just literally granola.
It's like oatmeal,
but
dude.
like,
It's like oatmeal?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
grain. It's grains.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But they
but
made
you also have to add cinnamon.
and they made rice and cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Problem is Martin Starr is gonna eat that.
Yeah, but it's also made with the tears of orphans.
Martin Starr is gonna eat the porridge though, dude.
Yeah, he is.
That's the problem.
So, like I said, then Barn Elf has to eat the lutefish. He throws up. It's all a mess. Then he has to kill Raymond, who's pretending to be Santa. She's eating fucking dates or like something. Okay, so spoiler for the next movie we're watching. She looks like she's eating what they feed that woman in the next movie.
I know.
Right? It's the same thing. It's like dates.
Yeah, it looks like a giant date or a currant or something.
Is a date a fruit?
It's like it is. It is a fruit. But I like a date. It's like dried dates.
Dried fucking raisin.
I'm gonna look up what dates look like just for my own knowledge at this point, so I know if I'm talking.
Does it taste like a raisin?
Never had a date before. Oh yeah, ew. It looks like a fucking insect like sack.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be.
Hyper dried fruit, dude.
I don't know if I'd want. You got some.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why an ad went up, but there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. Matt, have you ever had a date before?
No, I have not. But it looks like I probably would never have it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Have you ever been in Norway before?
Also, no.
You're at Norway dates.
No. Ew, dude. All right, talk about something. I'm tired of looking at these fucking dates.
Santa's gonna be strung up by the lights. They're gonna see it. He's gonna have the lutefisk, who's gonna really kick off the fucking the barn owl. That's what the barn elf. Sorry, that's when the barn elf's gonna really start calling his folks. But the barn owl, they're gonna try to get into the car, right?
Right.
To leave. And
But the car won't start.
The car won't start, and the barn owl, I keep calling it a barn owl. The barn elf is gonna jump on top of their car. And the problem, what they're gonna do to the barn elf is that they're gonna knock it, spray it off the car, and then flash the lights.
Right. And they're gonna they get out of the car. They go back into.
Yep. And this is when they start getting the onslaught. This is where the
because he does the call.
Yep. And they like immediately just start coming in the house. Like they come from everywhere.
So there's
wildlings, dude.
They also get all the weapons out of the barn because they get like pickaxes and saw blades and
because they're all barn elves.
eventually they get a gun.
They have a gun from the cop. Not yet, but
Not yet. So it's a lot of fighting back and forth with the elves. Like
and
they have spears.
they fight them off pretty like okay. I would say the daughter racks up like 3 or 4 kills.
Yes. The daughter and the mom are like very good fighters.
Like Martin Starr just gets his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Does nothing, which I think is funny. But they literally kill like 3 or 4 barn. I think the daughter kills 3 with a bat alone.
Yes.
And then she kills 1. The mom kills 1 for sure.
They're just bashing skulls. Now these guys are very like they're good fighters though. Like you don't mess with a barn elf. Like they know how to throw down.
They know how to use like a lot of the yard equipment.
Yes. The cop's eventually going to show up. She's going to try to help them. But they're going to steal her snowmobile. She's going to go to get it. They're going to run her down. And then they're going to do that wrong turn 4 kill where she gets fucking snowmobiled and like her blood shoots out and it just goes all over the family.
Yeah, the Gregorius scene in the movie for sure.
Yeah. What a way to go. That's got to be painful.
It's shocking. And the blood, of course, is sprayed strictly just on the family.
Yes. And then the snowmobile rides away with like a blood trail. Pretty cool. 2 of the barn elves then take her gun. And the one shoots one of the elves, and then it commits suicide directly after.
Well, they don't know how to use a gun. That's also, too, when they pick up the gun for the first time, 2 of them drop because one of them shoots another one.
Yeah.
And the other one shoots himself in the head on accident.
But then the lead barn elf is going to just pick up the gun and just know how to use it.
Yes.
He's going to start blasting.
Yeah. And also, by the cop coming into that elf taking that the scooter, I guess she calls it, into the barn. It breaks into the barn, and then it's like there's like a fire hazard in the barn.
Yeah, it knocked over the flammable liquid that for some reason is being stored in the barn.
Yeah.
They're gonna hide. The mom and the sister are gonna hide up in the room. Martin Starr and the son have the idea to jump out the window and slide down the hill and get help from Oslo.
Slow.
I actually, what is his actual name? I don't even remember.
I don't know, but that's like the thing. Like they need to get obviously to safety, and they want to make sure they can get out okay. So they go. This is actually a little confusing to me because they both make a jump. The father and son make a jump out of the window, and they run to the museum. I don't know why they all couldn't just do that.
Yeah, it makes no sense. For some reason, they just left them behind. But they go. They get Oslo. He's like, I'm a little bit drunk.
They maybe think that he would help solve them, and they wouldn't be able to save their, they can escape. I don't know.
Because all that happens is since they leave them behind, they get captured.
I don't know if I feel good about leaving my daughter and wife alone upstairs from a bunch of barn elves.
Yeah, I think I would say we all have to stick together.
Yeah, they're radical barn elves.
So the wife and the daughter get captured. They're brought to Barntopia, Elfville, whatever. I don't.
Sure.
There's no name. And then they're gonna bring Oslo there, and they're gonna do some contract negotiations.
Yep.
So if there's one thing I've learned about Norway, they brokered the original peace treaty between the Palestinians and the Israelis through the Oslo Compact. Granted, it didn't work forever, but it did work for a bit.
It worked for about 10 minutes, but it was brokered, and that's one thing they're good at. They're brokering deals. While they're brokering this deal, the elves at the or at the house rather, are getting drunk. They're going into the cabinet and they're spreading around the beer. And this was a confusing scene for me because if they don't like a lot of noises and things going on
And lights.
why are they partying?
Yeah, none of this makes sense. It's really stupid.
I think they tried to capture probably a comparable scene to the Gremlins scene where they're going kind of nuts, but
it doesn't work as well.
it just doesn't make sense with their rules. No. Because there are rules.
There are rules.
Yeah, rules.
There are rules, and they break all of them. So while Oslo is brokering this deal, the head barn elf is going to shoot him in the arm or shoulder, I guess, right? Shoots him in the shoulder. We think he's dead.
But he's not.
He's not. So the original barn elf, though, he starts to feel bad about all the bad that has happened upon this family.
We could probably all agree this was the swiftest
Character turn.
in the history of character turns.
Because the barn elf just instantly becomes friendly with the son again. They do the fucking da 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 da.
I don't know if it's a matter of the barn elf feeling bad.
I think he felt bad, and he felt a connection to the son.
I know he always liked the son, and maybe he felt like this was undeserved. But I don't know if we know enough about the barn elves to believe they can have that kind of turn. These guys already murdered.
Yes,
people.
and he's been trying to murder this family the entire night. So it's very strange and out of nowhere, I felt.
Yeah, it wasn't developed properly, and I agree. It's a little sudden to have that kind of character change.
But he does help them escape, and then he's helping them escape the barn, and then they blow up the barn.
Blown because it was the mom and the daughter blew it up.
They blow
she
up
had
the barn.
light, and she saw that all that oil was spread out because of the snowmobile, and yeah, lights the barn on fire.
Yeah, and they find then Oslo comes back. He's alive. He brokered the peace treaty.
Yep.
So that's all good. And then though, like the barn elf now doesn't have a home anymore. So he's sad. He's sad barn elf.
He's a sad barn elf. He was just as sad as when they moved in and ruined his little property he had to himself for that short time, right when they killed his uncle. Or whatever, it was his uncle.
Yeah, it was his uncle. It's all sad. So now, like, what do they even do? I forgot, like, actually how the movie ends with the barn elf. Do they take the barn elf in the home, right?
They bring him to that museum, right?
You're right. To spend his days.
That's his new home now.
Cute little property for him.
It is. He deserves it. He was a good elf towards the end of the movie.
And the reason being is because it was quiet, it was peaceful, and there would be no change.
You're right.
Although technically it is change because it's a change of scene.
Seasons, yeah.
Well, a change of home as well.
That's also true. But I guess he had no choice because his current home blew up. They can always rebuild the barn, right?
Here's my thing though, like then it's like this guy's just like walking out in the open, like have they been known or they sound like they're a myth, right? Because that's what the cop said. But like it's very clear there's a ton of them and they're scattered underground and in the forest. Like I don't
think more people would have confirmation that barn elves exist.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's not like it. In this case, it was actually seen. Maybe the victims or whomever were not seen. They're like no one knew whether it was true or not. They just thought it was like moose.
That's true.
Or meese in this case.
Meese.
Yeah, no, it's
Multiple
meese.
meese.
It's meese.
There we go. Fucking finally.
Crack that bad boy open. It's warm. It's a little warm now.
It's got some
And
chill
yeah,
to it.
there's something in the barn. And that is a very different movie than the last one we reviewed.
And it'll also be a very different movie from the next one.
Yeah, we're kind of jumping all over the place here.
Yeah, this film does have that like family-friendly vibe. It is definitely a horror movie. There are bloody moments. If not for that bloody kill, it probably would not be rated R. I'm assuming it's rated R.
I would agree. There's not much that's like should make that a rated R movie.
Yeah,
This was another tough one to rate.
It's R for sure.
I liked parts of it. I liked Martin Starr in it. I don't know. Some of it was kind of dumb. Some of it made no sense. It's a comedy, so you can play with the rules a little more. I think I'm landing on a 6 for this movie. I was considering a 5, But I think Martin Starr is funny enough in this movie that I can safely give it a 6.
This is tough. Nah, 4's too low. 5.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing like necessarily wrong with it. There's some good comedic moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't special though.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean the family, they're cool. They're whatever. A lot of elves though, man.
Way too many elves. I kind of liked it if there was no. I kind of did feel like it should have only been 1 or maybe like 3 or 4. I felt like there was too many.
There's a whole gang. There's a king elf and
Well, yeah, he's coming for my crown.
nobody will take that crown from you, Shane.
That's true. King of Norway.
Yeah, Martin Starr, he's the
Starr.
no pun intended star of this movie. But there's some good support. Like 4's too low, but I feel like 6 is a little too high for this. Tell you what though, there's something in the barn. I didn't know what the fuck. What is it? It sounds like menacing, you know?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. It sounds like it'd be like a cool name for like an Incubus album.
Yeah.
There's something in the barn.
Yeah, I would listen to that.
Like there's a crow left of the murder. There's something in the barn.
Mm-hmm. Good follow up.
Incubus.
So are you going with a 5?
I'll give this movie like 5 Incubuses.
5 incubuses. All right, Bri.
5 incubi. So I'm gonna give this film a 6.
Okay.
And
6.
to the crazy part about this was I was actually contemplating giving it a 7.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was kind of going a little higher. I am not going to that. I am going to the 6. And the reason for that is because, like you guys mentioned, and not to reiterate, I thought Martin Starr was good, but I thought that he was so good that his humor was pretty consistent and borderline hilarious at times. Like I thought his banter with the cop, his banter with Mr. Oslo was fabulous.
Yeah.
Thing is, the movie is a plot hole disaster. Like there's so much that you have to suspend disbelief, and that's fine for a comedy and a horror movie, but there's no inconsistency to the rules of them
Yeah.
playing together when they're by themselves, with the lights, with the noise, and it is confusing. But yeah, like for what it is, I did really enjoy the movie. I would watch it again. Why I was there is because like it reminded me of Gremlins. It reminded me of Krampus. I had given Krampus a 7 on this show 2 years ago. I necessarily struggled with that review as well, but I aimed for that one to be slightly better because I think the story had less plot holes and was also funny. But this is like right under that, like that type of movie. I feel like Gremlins, this, and Krampus were kind of all with like killer minions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like where I put this, but like obviously under those 2 movies.
Okay.
So this movie's classified as a comedy horror? Or
Yeah.
just
Yes, comedy horror.
If you look it up on IMDb, Matt, you could tell us what this genre
it's
is.
definitely more comedy.
Definitely.
I know there's some kills or whatever, but not a single second of this movie is scary.
Well, I mean, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is considered comedy horror, and that's not scary at all.
True, that's a good point. Had you guys like heard of this before?
Before Brian recommended it, well, not recommended, but mentioned it, no.
Yeah.
I know when it came out on Netflix last year. It came out around this time,
There's something in the barn.
and Martin Starr's pretty great. So that's the movie, dude.
That is. Let's talk Necro first before we wrap
It's gotta
up.
be the cop.
Agreed. So,
Like that's an easy one.
Easy.
The craziest kill in the movie.
Yep.
I mean, they strung up Raymond, but like that kill was
the
wild.
cop. Yeah, the cop. Okay. Police officer. You were Norway's finest. You actually were the only cop in that town. They're like, oh, you gotta go get the FBI, investigate this, get some other police officers. And she's like, I'm the only cop here. I do all the work. She was great though. She wrote in her little notepad, and you know she went to the police station and investigated everything. She said she was gonna do it, and you know she did because she is that kind of cop. Because if she wasn't, I would have fired her as the king of Norway.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not someone that's going to take your information and file it.
No, she's gonna look into it. So for that, I salute you.
Wow,
Great
that
job, Shane.
that was actually a salute there.
Yeah, I did it.
Was
Well-
there any crust on that hot honey slice? You finished the whole
I
thing.
finished the whole thing, believe it or not.
I was hoping there was crust left.
You want to
There
eat
is
his
some crust.
crust?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll get to eat his crust next week, where we dive deeper into the Christmas season with something we've been doing every year now. Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, The Initiation. Does this movie have anything to do with the other three?
Is it the furthest possible deviation from the Silent Night, Deadly Night series to date? Guess we'll have to follow up.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. So, with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week. Bug?
Oh, bug. You could have said like on top of a roof, at a newspaper.
At the Witch's Coven.
Yeah.
Bug?
But you went with bug.
You know where to
It's a
find
bug.
this show is www.thefinalpodcast.com. New episodes every single Monday. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. And we will see you all next week. Also, Discord's live now, so.
Bug.